24 degrees, man. And we haven't even left the fucking shaded underground car park. We're gonna be fucked.
All I can say is thank fuck for nipple vents.
Keep them nipples aired and relaxed. Right, this first bit is gonna be fucking class.
Yeah.
Yeah. When we get to the junction with SP61, we'll need to stop, okay? That's about an hour away, okay? So stop water, right? So it's that junction there with SP61.
I'll just stop whenever you say.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah, this first bit's gonna be class.
You say so.
Even though I formatted the SD card like on a computer, it needs to have its own formatting fucking thing.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you can't. What to do with the SD card at all?
That's very interesting.
Stupid brain. Fucking hell, it's a big truck.
Yeah.
It's okay. Everything's okay.
Yeah.
Today is relaxed. I'm not going to be getting crabby with the heat.
Yeah.
I'm not getting crabby. This guy's just taking up 2 lanes, though.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm used to 2. We need to be in the right lane, though. We need to be in the right lane.
No, I haven't really decided which way I'm going, so I'm gonna...
This lad in his suit, man, in his Africa twin.
Yeah, class.
The rest of the day is going to be like this. I'm like,
I'll take some of this.
yeah, I'll fucking have it. We should have gone down the road. Look at this shit.
This is it, great. Oh, fuck me.
There's a car going. Make sure you get over for the car.
What?
I stalled it.
Don't stall, eh?
And it says, go right down there.
Alright.
Yeah, to the right.
Listen, man, this is a bit of crack, but I'm not doing 4 solid days of this.
1 hour, water.
Right.
So, that was telling us it was going to take an hour 15 to do that. We did it in an hour, so...
We're a little better than we thought we were.
Okay, so next bit is 2 hours.
Job.
Yeah, this is a bit more main roady, as far as I can see.
That's about. Yeah, I was kind of worried, it's like, if this is the next fucking 4 days, like, it's good crack, but...
Yeah.
I
mean, you know what, if you're doing that, right, all the time, you actually kind of go into kind of a
yeah, that's it, and then you're just kind of like, oh, more of that shit.
Yeah, no, but what I mean is that, like, it becomes kind of second nature to you, you know what I mean, you just kind of, like, there was bits I was struggling with there, like, you know, but if you're doing that for fucking 3 days, like, you're kind of like...
It's still like fucking premium grade bikes, like...
Yeah. Like, we don't have this in Ireland, but then we were to Italy together, and we're like, I'm not doing that for 3 days. Photo op.
Oh, yeah.
Bring them in. Bring her in. Bring her in now till I get the picture. Who's doing the picture? Me or you?
Those are class Benz, man.
Could you not, like, park your bike somewhere a bit more fucking epic?
No. Cornelio.
I am Cornelio. TP for my bang hole. Hey, yeah.
Here I am.
Hey, yeah, with all your things.
Yeah, all the things here. Alright, welcome to day, I think, 5. My memory is fuzzy. Today wasn't as hot as yesterday, but it would get hot later on, but we'll get to that. So I think, as we say on the video, it was 24 degrees coming out of the underground car park of our hotel in Bologna. So it was warm. I'd say it got real warm in Bologna that day. We got up into the hills and it was about 22, 23 up there, which is still quite warm, but not as bad, given that we were on good roads and in the shade. And for the most part today, in comparison to Lake Garda and so yesterday, we had the road to ourselves, which was pretty nice. So it started off the beaten path, trying to find a good mix of roads, you know, keeping off motorways and then looking for local roads, it did get a bit ropey, I think, as you saw there. But we found a good mix of like, okay, this is the size of road that we want to be on. And we ended up having a good solid couple of hours. And so today we went from Bologna down to Gubbio, and it didn't take the 6 hours that or maybe it did take the 6 hours that Google Maps thought it did, but it didn't feel like it. It was a good, solid, nice day. Our first full, like, this was class, no complaints kind of day. So that was good. Roads weren't as good quality as the likes of Germany or Switzerland, but, you know, grand, can't complain. It actually reminded me of, you know, for people who do spins from Dublin, like the roads from Blessenden down to Tullow, just kind of like real nice big sweeping turns, nothing too technical, and you could just stay on those roads all day. So it was cool. Ended up in Gubbio. I don't know that we even planned to end up there. We just kind of ended up there. One thing as well, and I'll stick up a photo, you know, there was good weather, like it was hot, it was warm, and just as we got into Gubbio and parked up the bikes, and I actually literally got off my bike and some drops started landing on my head, and I was like, huh, is it gonna rain? The next minute the fucking sky opened, and it was like a thunderstorm for about an hour. So that's one thing about sort of the Mediterranean and other places like that, is it can catch you out, where you look out the window in the morning and say, yeah, it's going to be nice, and also you're in Italy, it's going to be nice, and then there could just be thunderstorms. And we only ran into one or two thunderstorms that we got caught out in over the next couple of weeks, but it's something to bear in mind. Like, I mean, don't bury your rain gear right down the bottom of your pack, so if you need to get it out, you get it out. But yeah, this was a decent day, and there's some decent enough footage, and we finish up just as we pull in for our last kind of pit stop of the day. I think I forgot to turn the camera on after that. So there you go. Any sort of questions, comments, etc., just drop them on in a comment, and I'll talk to you next time. Cheers.